Welcome to another Feedbands Friday, where I'm going to be talking about a band called Waterstrider that I found in their catalog, and they have a cool story, so check it out. What's going on, guys? If you haven't seen my last video about Feedbands, you should click here and check it out before you watch this so you can learn about the ins and outs of the service. However, if you don't want to click that, I can give you the rundown real quick. Feedbands is a site where you sign up for $20 a month, and you have the opportunity to submit music and vote on music that the community picks, and eventually the top rated album gets pressed to vinyl. This is a really cool thing because it allows you, as someone who's actually a member of the community, to help decide what records you get every month, which is exclusive to them. I've never seen a record club that's that open to their members, helping them decide on what gets pressed. So an album that I really love from their back catalog is Waterstrider's Nowhere Now. I like the album so much that I got it from the catalog and it just came in, so I'm gonna unbox it and let's talk about the album. Let me first say that the Feedbands mailer is really cool. I like that they actually put their logo on the front of a mailer. It makes it feel more special when it comes into your mailbox. Now I have to open this. I do this all the time. I think I'm just too excited to open records, and all of a sudden I just rip the easy packaging. This is not something Feedbands. This is a Matt problem, not a Feedbands problem. Well, this
it's like a child-proof like medicine container.
This is like the child locks. This is a me thing. I've never had a Feedbands album where this has happened before, so I think I'm just really excited to open this and talk to you about it. We're getting close. All right. After 6.5 hours, I was able to open the mailer. Let's open it up. Pulling this record out. Comes in a plastic sleeve. I'm going to put this mailer down. Comes in a plastic sleeve. I love the art of this album, first off. Let me take it out of the sleeve so you can see it a little better. It's a gatefold sleeve, which I always appreciate. And on the back, it's numbered. It says 38 out of 250 in silver ink, which is pretty darn limited, actually, for an album this good. I mean, you're going to find out why that's cool in just a minute. The gatefold's really, really nice. It has lyrics on the inside, and it has this really cool, almost watercolory design. I always like albums with watercolor art. I think it's really classy. And as you open this, we have a poly-lined inner sleeve, and it is on this gorgeous sky blue kind of swirl vinyl. This is really nice. I'm a big fan of this color. I have a couple records that are similar, but they always come out really nicely. There's more inside. There's a little art print, which is really cool. Waterstrider. I like that. Waterstrider consists of 6 people, and the lead vocalist and guitarist is Nate Solomon. Together, this band creates this sonic, ethereal, euphoric sound that is something that is reminiscent of something I listened to in early college, which is when I really started to find music that I loved. If I had to compare them to a band off the bat, I would say that it has almost elements of Yesayer at times, and also crosses into Alt-J territory. Those are 2 bands I truly cherish, and I have all of their stuff on vinyl, so this fits really nicely in with those in my collection. The sheet that comes with each Feedbands release that gives you a little backstory on the band compares them to John Coltrane, Brian Eno, Led Zeppelin, Neil Young. I don't necessarily hear that in their music, but I will say that the excellent musicianship of all of those people is a strong cross between them and this album, which I really love. Nowhere Now, front to back, is a solid indie pop listen that I think anybody could get into, especially if you liked the indie music that was coming out in the late 2000s. And I think it's a good throwback while still maintaining its own sound. Now, the story behind this band is really inspirational. They started on Feedbands. They were highly voted and immediately won their month that they were pressed back in 2015. And after that, they were signed by a major label. They were actually the first Feedbands band that I know of at this point that was signed to a major label. They got picked up by 30th Century Records, which is an imprint of Columbia. That's huge! I mean, I feel like that's the artist's dream, is to make music, have people like it, maybe get it on a site where other people are like, this is great, and sharing it. And then Feedbands goes further and will press it to vinyl if it's high enough rated. But then they go further and they get signed to a major label. That's like a fairy tale. And I'm really proud of this band because I think that their sound is unique and fun, and they're deserving of being signed. There's a lot of bands that get signed to labels that have enough in them to make a single, or they fill a niche in a catalog of a roster of a label. This band has what it takes, and they seem so genuine, and I'm really happy when bands like that succeed. When I was looking at this in the Feedbands catalog, there were only a couple left. So hopefully it's not sold out yet, but I'm going to leave a link in the description, and if it's not, I definitely recommend listening to 1 or 2 tracks and grabbing it before it's gone. Between it being hand-numbered, the beautiful gatefold jacket, the color vinyl, I think that this is definitely a collector's item, and I think any of you would be very proud to have it in your collection once you listen to it. I mentioned this in the last video, but I think this is incredibly important. Feedbands offers a free trial. You pay for shipping, which is $3, and you get your first record for free. So if you're going to say no to a colored press for $3, probably not a vinyl collector, because I know for me that was an instant sell. Once you're on the site, check out their back catalog, check out the other records they pressed, and check out the other bands that are doing well on their charts. Their charts are a really good way to discover new music, and like Waterstrider, you never know when it's going to blow up. This album is going to be a very worthy addition to my collection. I really have started to become a little pickier because of the size and my spatial limitations, but this was a no-brainer. So I'm really glad I grabbed this on Feedbands. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and we'll have more videos for you next week. Damn! Is what I said when I saw the new Kendrick Lamar album, Damn, came out. You probably clicked this video because you were curious what I thought on my first impression. Well, lucky for you, I'm going to tell you.